here around the nation, 2IT Nation. So we've got some news. Breaking news. Down goes Debbie. Down goes Debbie. Debbie Wasserman Shultz, head of the DNC, is stepping down after the convention. This is according to recent reports. I'm going to read from the Hill here. Basically, Representative Debbie Wasserman Shultz, chairwoman of the DNC, will resign when the convention closes at the end of the week. She said, going forward, the best way for me to accomplish those goals is to step down as party chair at the end of this convention. She said in a statement, as party chair this week, I will open and close the convention, and I will address our delegates about the stakes involved in this election, not only for Democrats, but for all Americans. Now, CNN is also reporting on this. So, look, she's done. She is out. Why? Of course, it's because of the DNC leaks. The DNC leaks that showed massive favoritism. Oh, shit.
Of the DNC.
That was, let's see. That was CNN fucking up there. But look, she's done because of the massive favoritism that she showed during the whole entire primary. Scheduling debates at fucked up hours, as well as the collusion that you could see in those DNC leaks. That's why she is done. It's over. Debbie Wasserman Shultz is gone. Now, that said, that's not the only thing that we want to see from the convention. Okay, what we want to see is more the party go towards a more progressive, a progressive direction, right? We want to see them get rid of superdelegates. Now, they had a vote earlier where they decided not to get rid of superdelegates, but to kind of tamp down on their influence. So it's like a partial win, but I would rather get rid of the entire superdelegate system. I'd just rather get rid of it. It needs to go. It needs to be gone. Go away. Now, I'm reading some of the comments here. You're right. Crafty Method says she is done, but Hillary gets away with it. That's exactly what we're thinking. Debbie Wasserman Shultz is kind of the sacrifice on the altar to, Bernie Sanders supporters. Now, I take it you guys are probably not going to think that this is enough. I kind of agree with you. Bernie Sanders had the entire primary stolen from him through, look, you go through the DNC leaks, and I'll have more on that, of course, tomorrow during the regular show. I'll have more on the DNC leaks, and I'll try to dive into it as best as I can and explain what happened. But on some of the ones that I've seen, you had Debbie going to Phil Griffin, head of MSNBC, and saying, look, what Mika said, because I did this video a couple of months ago where Mika Brzezinski was like, Debbie, you got to step down. You got to step down. Obvious favoritism in favor of Hillary Clinton. You can't do that. You're supposed to be a non-biased person who the head of the DNC, and say, we've got two different candidates. I'm not going to play favorites with one or the other. She didn't do that because she had already decided that she was going to push Hillary Clinton thanks to, the establishment. She is the establishment favorite. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz says, well, yeah, I'm part of the establishment too. I'm going to play ball, and we're going to get Clinton nominated come hell or high water. And that's exactly what happened. So, she went to Phil Griffin when Mika said, hey, you should resign. She actually talked to the head of MSNBC and then had a conversation with Chuck Todd about it. This is media collusion between the head of the DNC and the media. Bernie Sanders got screwed. And that's what we've been saying all along. And this is vindication for all the Hillbots that were saying, oh, no, you guys are just conspiracy theorists. You're the right Tea Party, or you're the Tea Party of the left. Sorry. And you guys are talking about conspiracies. It's not true. Go watch InfoWars, go back to Alex Jones land and all that. Well, no, this is vindication. This is absolute vindication. We knew that the system was rigged, that the primary was rigged in favor of Hillary Clinton, and these leaks are the proof. And look, it's good that they're offering up Debbie Wasserman Shultz, but we need more, okay? We need more. We need to find out exactly everything that's happened, the extent of this collusion, and put a stop to it. That's the whole goal. We don't just want Debbie Wasserman Shultz to be gone. Yes, that's a good first step. But we need the whole system to be cleaned out of this favoritism and corruption against anti-establishment candidates, against people like Bernie Sanders. Now, as far as Bernie Sanders is concerned, whether or not he takes back his endorsement, I know I've seen a lot of people saying he should take back his endorsement of Hillary Clinton. Look, you make a great argument for that. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he should. I mean, he got screwed by the party, but then where's he going to go? As well as, yes, he could run third party. However, is there a chance of winning? And I'm of the mind that's like, I don't want Donald Trump. I desperately don't want Donald Trump to be the president. Okay? But at the same time, I'm really not happy to see someone like Clinton, get in that position either. So, look, tell me what you think. Do you think Bernie Sanders should take his endorsement away? Because, as I said, I've yet to make up my mind on this. So, but anyway, these are my immediate thoughts of Debbie Wasserman Schultz now that she's gone. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to cover this more in depth tomorrow on the main show. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you later.